Hello, everybody. Welcome to the RSN Wrestling Podcast. Another edition of The Shoot. This is right here, the mastermind, Sal, yours truly. And on the other end, we got the big man, the big guy, Rich.
What's up, guys?
Today is a special edition. This is the mid-June edition, I guess, of the RSN Wrestling Podcast Shoot. Now, before we talk about that, let me ask you this, Rich.
What's up, man?
You've heard of Dave Meltzer, right?
Yeah, I don't like him, but he did give Omega versus Okada 6 stars.
Yes, which we'll be talking about.
So that I respect him.
Which we will be talking about later on today. Of course, Kenny Omega versus Okada, which was a phenomenal match from what I'm hearing. The wrestling world is buzzing about that. But before we go into that,
it was hard to top that first one at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, but before we get to that, I mean, the reason why I bring Dave Meltzer up is because I know you run a Twitter page, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes. If you haven't noticed what I'm talking about, go on Twitter.com, type in @RSN Podcast, tweet us at @RSN Podcast, and you'll find out what we're talking about. Basically, it's our Twitter page where we go ahead and basically Rich is the guy that runs the site. He runs that side of things where he goes ahead and gets up to date news right before it hits the fan and everything. So
you have to tell them the story.
Well, I have a story about something else though. I mean,
no, I was talking about the tunnel.
The tunnel, yes. So basically, what happens is, from what I hear from the grapevine, is that Rich, you have a tunnel that goes from Brooklyn all the way to Connecticut. You go into basically WWHQ, right? I
don't want to confirm nor deny that.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. You're trying to pull us off aside. That's how it is. I see.
I don't want to confirm I have one, nor I want to deny that I have one. That's
right. I mean, the main point being that Rich finds a way of getting all this information, and he gets it before it hits any of the major wrestling, sites and everything like that. But speaking of wrestling sites, we can't forget the N in RSN.
Sal, I have a question for you before we talk about that site.
Yeah.
I happen to miss a pay-per-view from November of 2016. I don't want to go on the network, and I don't want to go pay to watch it on another site. Do you know of a site I could go to?
Yes, indeed I do. Well, matter of fact, I actually know the guy.
Can you please inform me and any other fan that wants to read about it? About this any pay-per-view?
Well, let's break this down. We're RSN, right?
Yeah.
So you have Rich being you, R standing for R, S being me, Sal, and then N. What's N stand for? I'm trying to think.
Nicholas?
I'll tip of my tongue. I remember.
It's not Nick.
It's not Nick. No. It's not. It can't be Nick. No. The COO? Can't be the COO.
The night that runs the site?
Yes, that rings some bells right there. The night that runs the site. You're talking about the Nick Lopez, right?
It's Nick.
Of course, I'm making a play to what how Braun's entrance comes out and he goes, the whole Braun thing and everything like that. Same exactly on site.
But ours is better.
Much better. Yes.
Ours is better.
Yeah, that was much better. Indeed, it was. But we're of course talking about 3 letters. PWO, Pro Wrestling Opinion. You go on that site, basically you get up to date. Basically, it's like minute to minute.
I have a question about this site.
What's a fucking question, man?
How much is it?
It's on the low price of free. FREE.
Is there can I read about the greatest woman wrestler ever, Eva Marie?
Yes, you definitely can. You definitely can read about that. I mean, I'm trying
because she's the best.
Who the fuck said that, man? I don't know, bro. I mean,
Vince Russo said that.
Well, here's another thing. You're also gonna see a lot. You're gonna read a lot about him on that site too. So
I hope
there's also Jim.
I hope it's all positive stuff because they're the best.
Oh yeah, they probably are the best. Yeah, but you'll see why they're the best because what happens is on PWO you get minute by minute, up to date, descriptive information of everything. It's as if you're watching a match in your head as you're reading it, or you're kind of visualizing it. It's of course you go on there, check it out. PWO. If you don't believe me, check it out. See how it is.
Oh, I have to check this out.
You have to check it out. Come on, you got to. You got everyone else is checking it out quick. I just gotta say something right now. Big a shout out to YouTube. You know how many subscribers we got? Do you? Do you?
Actually, I don't because I haven't checked it. But can you inform me?
Yeah. So what happened was I logged in. I think this is like yesterday or the day before. I don't know. And we went from I think 11 subscribers to 14. That's in a matter of I'd say about a week.
Wow, that's good.
So we're going up there. We're getting up there. Like I said, we had our first promo that said, we're not kicking doors down. We're knocking the motherfuckers down.
We're kicking that motherfucker in.
That's what we're doing. Kicking that motherfucker in off his fucking hinges. That's what we're doing here. So this is just the beginning, guys.
That's good though.
Thank
you
guys.
Going up. That's good.
Yeah, indeed it is. It is. I mean, you were talking about Okada versus Kenny Omega. What are your thoughts on that whole match? How many stars would you get? I keep hearing people saying it's a 6-star match, it's a 7-star match, it's a 8 out of 5-star match. I don't know. What would you say?
Well, being the fact I watched the whole match, I say it was a 6-star.
It was a 6-star match. Why would you say it's a 6-star match?
It was as good as the first one, but the result kind of brought it down.
Gotcha. What was the? Well, take us through what happened. So, I mean, what's the basic result of that whole match?
Well, Omega had the Young Bucks ringside, and Okada had, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, Gato, I think his name is. He had him ringside, so they basically had backup. It was
basically heel antics.
Yeah, but it was hands down. It was poetry. It was just perfect.
Really. I heard the flow was pretty smooth. I heard a lot of things. I haven't gotten a chance to check it out, unfortunately. But they said it's better than the first one, I think, or similar to the first one.
It was very close.
Really interesting. And of course, they're fighting for the belt, right? They're fighting for the IWGP title, right?
Yeah. Oh, which actually leads me to who the next #1 contender is for the title.
What was that?
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, yeah.
I'm sorry, Cody.
Cody R, you mean?
No, just Cody.
Just Cody. What we call him the American Nightmare, I think. That's what they call him. Because his dad's, of course, the American Dream. But I've seen this other thing, too. I don't know if you posted it, I think on Facebook. He has a chance to become a double champion, right?
Yeah, he is the #1 contender for the ROH heavyweight title. And the next day, he's fighting for the IWGP title.
Wow. You see WWE? See how interpromotional matches work? Or interpromotional,
No, it's not even that. You see what you... It's not even that. It's the fact that they misused Cody so bad. And all these other companies are worshiping him.
I mean, here's the thing. I was talking to someone earlier today, I think, at my new gym. There's a whole bunch of, wrestling fans. We call ourselves a family. Because that's basically what it is. It's like 4 or 5 wrestling fans, including my manager. We all just talk about wrestling sometimes when we're at work. So he tells me, we're having this conversation, and he tells me, he's like, who they really dropped the ball with? I said, who? Cody. They really did. They dropped a lot of money. They lost a lot of money through that. And I was like, yeah, it's true, because if you think about it, this whole Stardust thing was stupid. The way that they had him go into WWE, he really wasn't doing anything. He was getting frustrated, and he asked for his release. He called it the prison to get out. And he got out. He got released. They granted his release, whatever. That's okay. But the catch was he couldn't use his name. And he still managed to become successful outside of WWE, which is a testament. So, do you feel like he's going to become champ?
He's going to win one of them.
Which one?
Probably ROH.
ROH. I mean, it'd be pretty interesting if he won both titles.
He prefers staying in the U.S.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I feel like in Japan, it requires a lot more commitment. You got to be... They're looking for guys that are committed. They learned from, I think, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura in that whole acquisition where they rated their talent last year. And they're like, you know what? We need more permanent guys and things like that. So that's good for them. So hopefully, we'll have to see. I mean, they might surprise us. Maybe they might win both titles. That'd be historic, though.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely be.
That would. Well, let me ask about this. Have you ever heard the pay-per-view name Great Balls of Fire?
That's gonna be a shit show.
Oh my fucking god! For whoever came up with that name, they should go into the Hall of Shame. I swear to God.
Well, the person who came up with it is actually already in our Hall of Fame.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes.
Who might that be?
He looks like a beaver.
Really? That dipshit?
Yeah, that dipshit. The Eva
That-
Marie loving Roman Reigns jerking
Roman
off.
Reigns. Yeah. Pretty
Vince
boy.
McMahon, butt buddy.
Yep. John Cena, you know, Superman, Power Ranger having ass, right?
It's fucking Kevin Dunn.
Fucking Kevin Dunn. Little dumb fuck. Did you see this whole thing about well, of course the name is stupid. Great Balls of Fire. Really? For a pay-per-view name, you really couldn't become any more creative.
And not even that.
Armageddon?
And not even that. The friggin' logo
Huh?
looked like a penis and two
Yeah, we
balls.
gotta get to that. A logo that legit looks like a fucking penis. It's
Well, they
freaking
changed
crazy.
it. They changed the logo.
Huh? Yeah, they changed the logo, and then it was like, I mean, I've seen this past week on SmackDown. I think
Now it's
they on the bottom graphic.
I think
Yeah, it
it's
was still there.
skull and crossbones though.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's still, but it's kind of comes to this question. Like, they had Armageddon, they had Judgment Day.
Vengeance.
Why couldn't they do that? What?
Vengeance.
Yeah, Vengeance. They had all these crazy Bad Blood. Originally supposed to be Bad Blood, but that didn't happen. Like, it was like, come on, man, really? And then they really had to just come up with Great Balls of Fire.
Out
Really,
of
like,
every friggin' name in the world.
out of all the names in the world, they really had to say Great Balls of Fire. I was like, all right. I guess, that's just what WWE, that's how they handle it.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the match. I mean, so of course, Extreme Rules. They had a fatal 5-way, and then the big upset, which I say the big wild card, Samoa Joe wins. What do you feel about that?
I'm very happy he won.
Yeah, I was actually happy because it's something fresh, it's something new.
To be
We didn't
honest,
expect that.
I would have been happy for 4 out
Your
of
boy
the 5.
Finn lost though. Yeah, I mean, your boy Finn
Roman
lost.
didn't win.
What happened?
As long as Roman didn't win.
Yeah, thank God Roman didn't win. But your boy Finn didn't win though. I think he was supposed to be a projected winner.
Yeah, but I'm happy that Joe won. So
Yeah,
I'm not as
I'm happy
upset.
too. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy that they went that route because it makes sense. I mean, you're gonna have. I mean, it's kind of interesting. Who else is another legitimate person to fight Brock Lesnar?
Bray.
Oh, no other than Bray, or you could say, well, I would say Joe, and I mean that's a dream match for us. Think about it. He fought 10 years ago exactly. He fought Kurt Angle in TNA. That was a big match, and that crazy.
Where did he fight him?
In wait, actually I'm getting this wrong. Impact Wrestling by Anthem,
Yeah.
aka #Fuck the Owl. So, yeah, that's where they actually fought. But this is before the whole Anthem thing and all that stuff. But that was phenomenal too. I mean, you look at it, it's like a legitimate, person that could put you to sleep, and versus a legitimate, wrestler or a brawler or things like that. It kind of brings back.
It's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be a good fight indeed. Yeah. I mean, do you feel like it? Well, here's the thing. I think for us, we can both say this. It's hard to say who's gonna win, right?
Not really, because from what I'm hearing, they have a whole plan for Brock to hold the title until Mania 34.
Yeah. I mean, what have you been hearing so far? Like with Braun, like you feel like it's gonna be with Braun?
Hopefully.
Wow. So of course, so they might be going down that route where at SummerSlam they're gonna have Braun versus Brock for the title.
More than likely.
That sucks. I don't understand, man. And then you know what else I'm hearing? I'm hearing that Roman's gonna have a special announcement this upcoming Monday on Raw regarding
He's fighting John Cena.
Cena? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's probably Cena. To think about it, Cena versus Reigns at SummerSlam in Brooklyn. Just to take a minute and think about that. That's like, look at last year, look at the year before, look at the year before that. If they were to have that crowd is hostile. Like you're gonna have two of the most.
They're gonna get abused.
What happened?
They're both gonna get booed out of the
They're
arena.
gonna get booed the hell out of it. Looking at that Brooklyn crowd, they don't give a damn. They're gonna.
We show no mercy.
Yeah, and it's like, how are they gonna perform? How are they gonna It's like, come on, man, really? And then people are actually gonna go there and watch that match. It's like that might be one of those matches where you actually go for a bathroom break. Don't lie.
It's gonna be
I
hard
guarantee
because that's gonna be the main event. No one wins.
It's crazy. I understand. And then, I mean, for me, I think if anything, if they
That'll be
want to
that'll be the first main event that's gonna have no one in the crowd.
That's right. That's right. I mean, they might have, I think it will be a contest of who gets booed more.
Probably Roman.
Probably Roman, probably Cena. I mean, well, we talked about, of course, Cena coming back. So Cena's coming back, I think, what, July 4th?
4th of July.
Yep. Did you hear about this whole thing about him being a free agent?
Yeah, he's gonna be flip flopping between both shows.
But kind of.
It's gonna be hard.
That's like Undertaker.
It's gonna be hard because what I'm hearing, he's gonna be taking the title off Jinder.
For Cena?
Yeah.
I mean, no. I mean, it would be a better option because think about it. The Jinder right now is like the big top foreign menace heel, right? He's like the guy from outside that's is like a big heel. He hates America. This, that, da da da. And then, what other better person to beat him or to continue that story than John Cena? It's
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. Yeah, I mean he's American. He's American too.
Actually, that wouldn't be bad. AJ beats him at SummerSlam. Then you build up AJ versus Nakamura.
That'd be dope. Yeah, I think that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to see Nakamura versus AJ, but it's kind of like how are they gonna go at this? Is it too fast? Is it too quick? I think they're perfect. I think they got time. They can go ahead and do that. Think about I always brought this up. Last year's, of course, my match of the year was actually our match of the year was AJ Styles versus Nakamura
from the Slam-A-Lemmies.
The Slam-A-Lemmies or the year-end in review award or whatever. Yeah,
the first one we did, I think we all picked Styles Nakamura.
Styles Nakamura. Yeah.
Holy shit! I just realized.
Yeah.
But you can actually go back and view those two podcasts on PWO, on Pro Wrestling Opinion, or our YouTube account, or Facebook or Twitter.
Yeah.
Cheap little plug I just doing right there. So you're welcome, guys.
Yeah.
The past two awards that we've done, I think we all three unanimously picked Wrestle Kingdom matches.
That's right. That's right. So far, it's been
Omega Okada, and then Styles Nakamura. Holy shit, we love Japan.
That's right. We have yet to see a WWE match that will make that list, but it hasn't happened so far yet. So
there were close seconds.
Yep, it's close.
It was Styles Cena, which was close. There was
Owen Cena,
Zayn, Owens.
Mm-hmm.
But then not as good as New Japan matches.
Not at all. So WWE got to change up your setup. Well,
my pick is getting close.
Mm-hmm.
I had a second close pick, which was the Ladder Wars match.
The Ladder Award match.
No, Ladder Wars. The Bucks versus what was the 3-team match? I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the Bucks versus the Addiction versus the Hardys, I think it was.
Mm-hmm. In ROH, yeah.
That was a great fucking match.
Right.
Which you could view those past podcasts on ProWrestlingOpinion.com.
Indeed. I mean,
you're welcome, Nick.
Well, let's talk about, of course, recently what's coming up on SmackDown. First ever women's ladder match. Women's what's called Money in the Bank. What do you feel about this thing right here?
Carmella's gonna win.
Carmella's gonna win, really?
Probably.
Well, let's talk about, of course, the women's match. It's Naomi versus Lana, which is like the wild card right now. But they're putting her as a wild card. Do you feel like well, of course you say Carmella, but basically it's Carmella. I think Tamina, Natalia, who else? what you call it? Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and who else? Think of someone else too.
It's Carmella versus Charlotte versus Natalya versus Tamina versus Becky.
Becky Lynch, yeah. So, I mean, 6 women, ladder match. Winner gets the briefcase, the white briefcase that they built, and they're gonna face either Lana or it's gonna be Naomi, or maybe
I'm
down the
hoping
line.
Lana.
So what if it were to happen if they cash in on your girl, Alexa?
I don't think they can.
Yeah, they can't.
I don't think they can because it's a SmackDown pay-per-view. I think it's SmackDown exclusive.
But it's a SmackDown, it's a pay-per-view, but I don't think they mentioned that for Raw. I don't think they mentioned anything about that though. I think they only said that it was a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, and the person will get a shot at a women's championship. So I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, well, what about this too? A lot of people were saying, why didn't they have Raw get their own Money in the Bank pay-per-view?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I kept hearing this. I mean, it was like, it's a logic. I mean, think about this. The Universal Champion isn't there. The Universal Champion is only going to be there for like only every 2 or 3 months. Who else are they going to cash it into if they were to have their own Money in the Bank, you know? It makes sense. It's like, okay, you know, you're going to have them win the Money in the Bank only to wait every 3 months to get the opportunity to cash in. Hard to say. Don't you think?
That's true.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I think, well, what do you feel like what's happening with Impact? I know you're watching Impact. Have you been watching it recently?
Yeah, I have. It's been all right.
Pretty good. Well, what have you heard about the audience? I heard a lot of things about the audience being paid to be there.
Yeah, they're paying each audience member like $10 or something. I'm hearing.
Really? So they're paying them to actually attend the events and everything?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I heard WWE tried to do that a couple of years ago too with some of their events too.
I forgot which one.
I think they had many events where they did that. I think in live events, it was all the time like that. Either they brought people closer in, or it was a matter of like let's just pay people to fill in a couple seats here and there.
It's funny though.
It's ridiculous. It's like, really, come on, man. Do you feel like this whole GFW thing helped them out, like this little merger and everything?
I think it is because they're gaining talent technically.
Yeah, like a talent acquisition. I think that's right. It technically is like a talent acquisition. I think
and I know for a fact that they're like combining the titles.
Yeah. Well, what did they do so far with the GFW title and the women's titles and everything?
Nothing yet, but at Slammiversary, they are like combining the titles.
Really? So the unifying titles.
The GFW heavyweight title, which is Lashley, is facing the Impact Championship, which is Lashley is facing the GFW champ, which is Alberto Del Rio.
Yep.
To unify the title. Then they're doing the tag team titles from both shows are being held by LAX. So they're getting like instead of carrying on both titles, they're carrying around one, which I think they should do both because that's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Unless they come up with belts.
Then they're doing the GFW Women's Champ, which is Sienna, is facing the Knockouts Champ, which is Rosemary.
Right.
Which I like. I mean,
I'm a big I think you brought this up. Yeah. Yeah, Rosemary's pretty. That's crazy with that. I was like, wow, like.
She reminds me of a watered down Crazy Mary Dobson.
That's right. Yeah, she is. It's like the 997 version of Crazy Mary Dobson. I'd say.
Who's going to be in the Mae Young Classic?
Yeah, that's right. Well, let me ask you this then. I don't know I think you brought this up previously. The reason why do you think the reason is that Jinder got that push, and it has to involve with Impact?
Well, it's actually not. WWE didn't like hack friggin' Impact because Jinder got the title before they even went to India.
Yeah, yeah. I think you said that. I think before. I think you said this in the last podcast that the reason why WWE pushed Jinder was because Impact, or I think they said the same thing. They said that the reason why Jinder got that push was because TNA was planning to go to India. And
No, because he held the title before they even mentioned that they were touring India.
That's right. And it's like really you're gonna blame you're gonna put all of this guy's success on them going somewhere else. It's like for real, come on. And I think in the podcast he even revealed he said before I was supposed to go to WWE for that second run last year. Originally supposed to go to TNA. He was planning on signing with TNA, but that didn't happen. So they got the last pick all and he joined up.
I have a question for you, Sal. Because being the fact you are Indian,
yeah.
Do you feel disgraced that Impact Wrestling is doing this to Mahabali Shera, making him like a dancer?
Well, what they do so far? I mean, I haven't been watching Impact lately, but like,
remember when they first signed him? He was supposed to be like a monster.
Yeah, like in the whole stable with Storm and everything.
Yeah. Remember how he was supposed to be like a monster?
Then they had that whole thing where he was doing what's it called, the Shera shake or something. That shit was dumb. It was like
they're basically making him their version of Brodus Clay.
Really?
Like all the kids love him. He dances. Like,
it's like a cartoon character.
Do you feel disgraced that they're doing that to him when you know his true talent?
I think that they are. I mean, here's the thing with in a sense, I mean, here's the thing. In wrestling, like look at Khali, for example, the great Khali, right? He was supposed to be a bad dude, and then they turned him into like a little play, like a Punjabi, what do you call him, the Punjabi playboy?
Yeah.
And then, the same thing with like, who else? Like, they did the same thing with a whole bunch of other people. 3MB with Jinder Mahal for a little bit. And
that
it's
was
like
funny though. You gotta admit, 3MB was funny.
That was hilarious. I gotta admit, that was definitely hilarious. What I think it is, I mean, would I be disgraced? I mean, here's the thing. WWE has always been stereotypical when it comes to wrestling.
That is true.
It's all the time. They always have that, they always have all kinds of characters. Like every time they have a Chinese character, they would be going ahead and doing some crazy stereotypical shit with them.
The one argument everyone always makes, there's no African American heavyweight champs in WWE.
That's right. And there hasn't been so far. I mean, people say, The Rock, or but
The Rock. No, he's not. He's not full black.
Yeah. He's not fully black. He's half. Come on. And half doesn't count. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, Roman Reigns. No, it's the same argument with The Rock.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, Farouk. No, that was NWA.
Yep. Or in WCW, depending on where it is. Yeah.
You keep going down.
Yeah.
There was no actual WWE or WWF heavyweight champion that was African American.
That's right. I mean, here's the thing. I mean,
your argument is invalid. Congratulations. You just made the list.
That's right. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, so to answer your question, am I disgraced? In a sense, it kind of is. It's kind of demeaning, as as an Indian. Like you look at that as like, damn, really? Like, so you just think that all we do is just dance and shit? Because it's a common stereotype. It's a common connotation that Bollywood, India, dancing. That's what they do.
Speaking of Bollywood, it's bad when the Bollywood boys are getting more TV time than Mahabali Shera, and they're not even.
That's wrestling. Right, indeed, that's right. I mean, well, let me ask you this: what do you feel about the whole Bollywood boys or Singh brothers thing?
To be honest, I actually like it because you have the one. To be honest, I'm not trying to sound racist or nothing. I'm not.
Yeah.
You have one speaking Indian and one speaking American.
Yeah.
I like that because fans don't understand it. So you have the one brother who speaks it for the Indian fans, and you have the one brother who's translating it for you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
I enjoy that. I think it's good.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it kind of seems like it's kind of like this. What I like about that most is this: that time that Jinder is about, or he's about to lose or something, they're always going to be there to save him.
Heel
And it's
antics.
kind of like, it brings you back to like, when what you call it? They had the cabinet
Edge
with the
heads.
Basham Brothers. Yeah,
The edge heads. The edge.
the Edge heads. Yeah, they had what else? Basham, the cabinet with JBL and the Basham Brothers and all that. They had what you call it? Kurt Angle with Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. That was perfect. I think it's perfect because then you have this whole thing with this third element. It's like, okay, the reason why this guy's champ is because these two guys always take this back and things like that. It works
If
perfect.
you think about it, how did Jinder get his number one contender shot?
Yeah, by that.
Heel antics. Holding Sami Zayn's leg. How did he win the title? Heel antics.
Yep.
Singh brothers
That's right.
helped him.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
but for me, I mean, here's the thing. I feel like they're missing too much.
Fans can't even be mad because you knew
Yeah.
it was going to happen. Like the whole them helping out, you knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of when they were actually going to interfere.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, here's another thing too.
This is why wrestling fans get along great. We know how the other wrestling fan feels. Then you have these other the diehard fans, quote unquote, that watch it every couple months and think they know everything. No, motherfucker, you don't know shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to us when you can name independent wrestlers.
That's right. That's right. I mean, it's kind of like this.
And
it kind of brings
way,
it up to the same.
That was a shoot.
Yeah. That was a shoot. You know what that is? That's about to be our new catchphrase. That was a shoot.
That came.
I'll say that now.
That came from the heart of a diehard fan. Well,
right.
Two diehard fans, because I know you were probably thinking around that same thing too.
Yeah, that's right. But you said it. So, I mean, here's one thing. I think here's the thing with Jinder. What I feel like they're kind of mixing too much. Because think about it, you got the whole remember when Iron Sheik was a heel back in the day? He used to be just a bad foreign menace.
Yeah.
Ever look at this guy said, "Oh, he's not from USA. Oh, let's just chant USA." On top of that, you got this whole thing with them being this whole I'm trying to find out what the whole scenario is called, where there was a tag team and they're always having this back heel antics basically, and it's like
a stable.
Yeah, it's like a stable heel antics kind of thing, and then they have, of course, this whole thing with the anti-menace, foreign menace.
But here's the thing, though. The difference between Jinder and Iron Sheik, Jinder isn't the naming, the facing, anything with America. He's just saying, you guys don't accept me because I speak 3 languages, because I look like this. The Iron Sheik just flat out said, hey, not in these exact words, but he said, fuck America.
That's right.
Jinder's just saying, you guys aren't accepting me because I'm Indian. You're not accepting me because I can speak multiple languages. He's not really denying America.
Yeah.
He's just saying, hey, respect me. I'm actually very talented. And WWE's finally giving me my shot.
Yeah. Well, here's one thing, too. I mean, here's another thing that separates Iron Sheik and Jinder Mahal. You want to guess what it is?
Jinder is actually in phenomenal fucking shape, and the Sheik wasn't.
No, I mean, beside that, I mean, here's, I think, the biggest thing. Iron Sheik can put a good camel clutch on, where Jinder can't. Because I know at some point they were about to make Jinder Mahal do the camel clutch, but that totally fell apart because it was like, really? You're going to have this guy? And then I think Sheik called him out. Sheik was like, I'll break your fucking back. I'll show you how to do the fucking camel clutch. And
no one does camel clutch like me. I break your back.
I'll break your back. And it's like crazy. It's
I make you humble. I love the fucking Iron Sheik.
I love the Iron Sheik. But it makes sense. I mean, it's good to see, as long as they're doing that. And it's
to be honest, since we're talking about his finisher, I'm not a fan of Jinder's finishing move. I think they should have him do something else.
Yeah. I think eventually
what is he, 6'4", 6'5", some shit?
Yeah.
You can't give him a move that it looks like it's going to be like the $1 million dream.
Yeah.
Because that's how it starts out. Then he goes to a pump handle slam.
Yeah. It kind of is like how...
when you're 6'4", 6'5", you have something more powerful than that. something that's actually believable as a finisher for someone just say he's 6'5", 250, just say.
That's right. Yeah,
Give him something more believable.
that's right. I mean, it's kind of like, well, to segue into what you're talking about also, Enzo and Cass,
Fucking.
where Cass keeps getting attacked.
Don't get me
Enzo's
wrong.
like,
I love them. I was all for them. But now this is just like getting stupid. We all know who attacked them.
really?
It's basically
Yeah.
it's in plain view who is attacking them. Who magically came back?
That's right.
Magically, who was there when Enzo first got attacked? Who was sneaking out the back door?
That's right.
The Revival. Who was there when Enzo's second attack?
Yep.
Sneaking out. The Revival. Who was
right.
there when Cass got attacked? The Revival. Who was there the fourth time when Cass got attacked? The Revival.
But then here's the thing also.
But just remember, in Cody's words, fuck the Revival.
That's right. I've seen that. But I mean, here's another thing though. Do you think it's a kind of a cover? Because you got to take into account also. You also have, I mean, beyond him also, beyond just beyond
the Revival.
Revival. You also have the fact of the Big Show. I mean, we're talking about, of course, finishers and big men and how it fits. Jinder is like 6'5", 6'4", whatever it is.
We'll say he's 6'5", 250. We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Yeah, like and like, let's say someone, like a big man. Like you saw JBL when he was in his prime. Big dude, use a clothesline. That worked like hell. You use like people like the Big Show. Knockout punch. Bam. Or back then you used to use the choke slam.
That's fine.
Yeah. And it's like, you're gonna have this guy do like a pump handle fake slam, like
it's a $1 million dream into the finish of a pump handle slam.
Pump handle slam. It's like, okay. I mean,
that's
it's not
believable as a finisher for someone who's 6'5", 250.
That's right.
That's really not believable.
I mean, well, look at like someone like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. When Kenny Omega does his finisher,
the one-winged angel.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it could be that. It could be a like how we used to back in the day, the little Hameha, little move in the back that I used to do. Maybe like ball up his fist and do like a little, I don't know, like a little shove or something. That was perfect. I mean, if you see him still do it today, it would work. Why? Because it fits him. It fits what he's doing in the ring, with his promos and things like that.
Don't get me wrong. Everyone knows I love Kenny Omega. I don't want him to go to WWE.
I really don't. I mean,
they'll ruin his character so bad.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about Okada? Do you feel like they'll
make Kenny Omega a fucking superhero, like Mega Man? Kenny Omega Man.
Yeah, that was Cena on his Instagram. But I mean, do you feel like WWE got WWE's attention and WWE kind of saying, "Hey, let's sign these guys"?
Well, Finn Balor, because he's from Japan and all that. He's from New Japan, and so he still keeps in contact with some guys. My sources, who are like never wrong, as you know,
right.
They're saying that he's trying to recruit Marty Scurll, Kenny Omega, Okada, and Takahashi Ishii.
Takahashi?
Yeah, and possibly Kushida. He's trying to recruit 5 guys.
Really? Well, I know WWE has a lot of demand for like a Tanahashi or for Yujiro and all that, for Okada. Those are like the big 3 or 4 that are there. But then then you have some people that are just like, holy shit, if they do actually come to WWE, they could potentially.
I'm actually very upset that Dalton Castle re-signed.
Don Castle?
Yeah, he re-signed with ROH.
Really? I mean, it's a bad move, I think.
I was upset.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
a fan of him. I liked him. He was good.
Yeah, I was talking to someone about what do you call it? The reason why certain people just choose ROH over everything else. Look at Bully Ray, for example.
Because you get treated like good over there.
Yeah. Bully Ray in TNA was a big deal. I was like, holy shit. That gimmick worked perfectly. It made sense. It was real nice.
And on top of it, he was the Aces and Eights leader.
That's right.
Which is perfect for the bully character.
Yeah, it did. It did. I mean, well, and then WWE didn't want to pick up that character because they were like, oh, we got a whole partnership with Be a Star. You're talking about a character that's a bully. You can do so many things with that. Like, come on. It's like, you have a partnership with what they call Be a Star also. Like, come on, man. Really? Like, with that whole anti-bullying campaign? That's
So
gold
what?
right there. Yeah. It's like, okay. And you can use that to your advantage. That's even better.
Wait.
Yeah.
You just said their partners would Be a Star, right?
Yeah.
So you're jumping people backstage?
Yeah, I mean, still, you can be like,
I'm saying, you just said WWE has partnerships with Be a Star.
Yeah.
You're basically telling people it's okay to jump people.
Yeah.
You're jumping Enzo. You're jumping Cass.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't that bullying? It's like, oh no.
That's beyond bullying.
It doesn't make sense. It's like, come on, man. And then to have, the problem is, having bully on a wrestler's name. Bully Ray. Really, like, that's how much of a big deal you're going to make out of that. I mean, look at, for example, Broken Hardys. Broken Hardys make a big ass thing. I mean, of course we know about that. It's the whole money situation, the whole gimmick, like a copyright kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it sells because it's like, holy shit, that's something that you want to see because that's a character right there.
And how great was the broken brilliance?
Yeah,
how amazing was that?
It was indeed. What with the Hardy compound segments? Look at that. That was all original. That was all by itself. That was not like,
If Cody didn't have such a big 2016, Superstar of the Year would have been Broken Matt Hardy.
That's right. It would have been. Yeah. But then when you look at, what the companies is doing, the same company that names a pay-per-view Great Balls of Fire is going ahead and saying, oh, we can't have certain things happen. It's like, really? Like, come on, man. You really could do something about this. It's just, a lot of this politics and shit. Oh, I can't do it because, it's a family company.
And going back to the Be a Star thing, you're advertising people to beat each other with kendo sticks. Alexa Bliss and Bayley.
That's right.
That's okay, though.
That's right.
But we can't have a character named Bully Ray.
Yeah. They brought back a character. They brought back someone, a wrestler, that was once called Piggy James. Think about it. And that was also compared to be like, what'd you call it? I forgot that freaking pig's name and with Kermit and the Frog and all that shit.
Miss Piggy?
Yeah, Miss Piggy. Just like Miss Piggy. Like that she was legit being called a pig and all this stuff. And she left the company partially because of that. And she comes back. Don't you think that they're gonna isn't that bullying right there? Isn't that wouldn't that be a problem?
No, but it's okay because she came back and forgave Layla and Michelle McCool, which makes no fucking sense.
That's right. That's right.
You're still coming back to a company that was basically calling you fat.
Yeah, that's right. And they came back, and that's not a problem. That's the company is like.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, the structure said, "Oh, that's okay." It's like, okay, really, so that's all right, but you can't put bully on the wrestler's name.
I mean, that was his gimmick.
Yeah, doesn't add up. I mean, I understand, TNA, because, TNA wants to be the ones to own all intellectual property and all that shit. But it's like, WWE put in the same effort.
Fuck that owl. Fuck the owl.
Fuck the owl, indeed. Hashtag fuck the owl.
Fuck
the owl, man. Because it's really you could do a lot of stuff, but if they really could fight for it, they really could probably get the name Bully Ray. They really could. All that trademark bullshit, they probably could. Just like how they are with the Hardys right now, where TNA is WWE is like, oh no, we can't do nothing about it. It's simply just Matt, fighting for his own intellectual property, and then once it's all settled out, WWE would take a hold of it. Why couldn't do that with Bully? Oh, because it's this, it's that, it's this.
Because he's not a draw.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. It's like, come on, man. You guys really had the opportunity to drop the ball with that. How many times can you drop the ball and still call yourself?
But are you surprised WWE dropped the ball on someone? How many times have they dropped the ball?
No, I mean, it's disappointing. It's come to the point where it's disappointing. It's not surprising anymore. I think it's more of disappointment because it's like, how many more times
they could have did something really big with Bully Ray.
They really could have. They really could have. Just like with Cody. They dropped Cody. They lost a lot of money there. They could have just gone ahead and done something to make this guy something big.
Well,
Yeah.
I know we have discussed this multiple times, but you could also go back and view past shoots and other shows that we have done on ProWrestlingOpinion.com about Cody Rhodes. Another cheap way to plug Pro Wrestling Opinion. But how many times did we say, look what Cody did after he left WWE? He made his list, and he's like 60% done with that list now.
Yeah.
And on top of the list, he also was on, just in one calendar year, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Wrestle Kingdom, Bound for Glory, Slammiversary, War of the Worlds, Ladder Wars. 7 big shows.
That's right.
And 8. And he also did Bola, the Battle of Los Angeles.
Right.
In the matter of 12 months, he did 8 big shows.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
That's right.
And he didn't put over Roman Reigns.
That's right. I mean, it's kind of
just to throw that in there.
That's right.
Because we love Roman Reigns so much on the RSN podcast.
That's right. We always do. We always bring him up every podcast. So that's one thing. But
he didn't put over Eva Marie. 2 people he didn't put over.
Yeah. Well, of course, I mean WWE sometimes makes stupid decisions unless it's brought into
sometimes. Well, like 90% of the time they make a stupid decision.
Well, here's something interesting though too. This whole thing with the Kurt Angle storyline where he's caught with something and all this stuff. What do you feel about that?
To be honest, I just want to know where the fuck Daniel Bryan is.
Taking care of his kid. That's what's going on.
Even before she was close to giving birth, he was gone.
Yeah. I mean, well, here's one thing though. This whole Kurt Angle feud. I mean, here's one thing. The WWE always said, "Oh, we probably won't have Kurt." And Vince even said this himself. He wants to look out for Kurt Angle's well-being, and he's like, you know what? We're not having this guy wrestle. We're not gonna have him injure himself just like Sting did.
Holy shit! I just remembered.
Huh?
I just remembered.
Yeah.
Remember the whole we were just talking about be a star.
Yeah.
You bring back someone who beats up someone with a prosthetic leg, and Brock Lesnar.
That's right. Yeah, Zach.
Holy
Zach
shit! That just hit me. I'm like, wait, what about Zach Allen? Brock Lesnar literally beat him to a bloody pulp.
That's right.
But you bring him back?
Yeah.
Twice?
Yeah. Didn't he break both? Well, he was trying to break both of his legs, I think.
Yeah.
And they had a paraplegic wrestler perform as, to get some heat for Brock. It worked though. I mean, but it's like, why can't they do things like that again? Oh, because they're, was be a star, it's like, really, come on, man. But it doesn't make sense at all. But I mean, well, look at this. Well, here's one benefit I think. WWE actually did listen to the fans at some point. I think we all agree. We all want to see Kurt Angle perform again in the WWE, don't we?
From what I'm hearing, it's going to be the SummerSlam or WrestleMania against Triple H.
I'd say go ahead and do it. I mean, it's better.
Kurt wants it.
Yeah, Kurt really wanted it. He said he actually wanted to perform, and I think he said his dream opponent would have been Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, Seth Rollins,
Joe
Nakamura, AJ Styles,
John Cena. Fuck it,
go for it.
Yeah, it's Kurt Angle. A lot of people want to see Kurt Angle back, and at one point they were like,
I want to see what he has in the tank.
Yeah, you gotta think about this too. Last year, the last half of the last year, he was fighting. He was actually actively wrestling, whether it was with What Culture Pro Wrestling. Yeah.
Which they put on a hell of a fucking match in the steel cage.
Yeah. When it was with Cody, he did a really good match with Alberto Del Rio, Alberto Patron, aka. He did pretty good with that. He faced a whole bunch of names that really, really these are current names, like current
James
guys.
Storm, he fought. Lashley.
Yeah. TNA, he did so many different things. It's like, come on, man, really? You're really not gonna get this guy to, to do this kind of stuff. Like, come on. And then he's even saying, I'm ready to wrestle. But then WWE kept saying, oh, it's gonna be liability. We're gonna, you're gonna get injured. Da da da. This that. What better person to
Fuck
fight against than Triple H? They have history. It makes sense. Totally, totally justifiable. Plus, it's gonna make if they do worry about him being injured, he's gonna be safe with Triple H because Triple H is a good worker. He knows how to work with the match. He knows all this stuff, so he'd be fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, that's basically what's going on. So we'll have to see what's gonna happen in the next few weeks, upcoming weeks, what's gonna happen. But nonetheless, this is the RSN Wrestling Podcast. This is the Mastermind, Sal, and the other end we got the guy that runs the Twitter page at RSN Podcast. Tweet us at RSN Podcast. The big guy, Rich. And then also, be sure to give a check out to PWO, Pro Wrestling Opinion. Go on there. You get to see all your up-to-date, minute-by-minute, segment-by-segment information on all things wrestling.
Which we do very, very, very well.
Indeed, we do. We got the full package right here, like we always said. And that is a shoot. Right, by the way, right? So,
yep.
That's right there. But we also have another catchphrase, right? Don't you think?
We have multiple catchphrases, actually.
Yes. But then there's also.
But I think the one you're talking about is the one that we close the shows with.
Yep.
We're RSN, you're not, we're out.
And we always say, we're RSN, we spell wrestling.
Oh, and there's also the tagline.
Yeah. Tagline time.
What time is it, Sal?
It's tagline time.
Reading is fundamental. Reading about wrestling puts you over.
Over like a board.
Over like Rover.
Over like Rover. That's how it is. So we'll see you guys out.
We'll see you in another 2 weeks.
Not 2 weeks indeed, yeah. Bi-weekly. Like I said, this is bi-weekly edition. We'll see you guys out.
See you guys.